Open your second chapter notes. First, we'll finish off with those types of problems where again kinematic equations will be used, but motion will be the vertical one. आम्ही kinematic equation कित्याक use केल्या? Horizontal motion. Car moving with so and so velocity, acceleration. Now we are going to see the problems with any object thrown on top. Okay. So as I solve the problems, let us discuss about the concept. Which one? सॉल्व कर मिळलं तुमका. Which one it was? That one. Okay. I will not have the answer. Solve करून पोहोचू फक्त. Stop talking. See, we have only 2 classes, 2 classes, and full complete जावपाक जाय. ना जाल्यार my homework. Okay, just open question your second chapter. And थोड़े questions mark केले पे हमें that it is from chapter 3. Read one at a time. I think first one is. बाकीचे सगळे I hope थोडे उरले आहेत ते तुमका आम्ही धाडलेले. You all must have solved it, no? Sure. Okay. Read the question. Question number 27. A body is projected. See, we have used a kinematic equations. Which are those equations? V is equal to U plus AT. Then S is equal to UT plus half AT square. And V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Ata, this we had used for horizontal motions. A car moving, someone running or something like that. Horizontally if the motion is taking place. आता आम्ही हे vertical motion use करतली, something thrown on top coming down. So this is what vertical motion. आता एक याद दवरा. For vertical motion, all your acceleration you are throwing on top, all your acceleration will get replaced with. Okay. आता if the object is going on top, then G will be negative 10 meter per second square or 9.8. Okay. If the object is going down towards the gravity, then G will be plus. Okay. Against the gravity negative, towards the gravity positive. Okay. एक दोन changes एतले मुखार जे तुमका as we solve you will come to. आता certain things to remember. If I throw something on top, it will be said that it is thrown with so and so velocity, 30 meter per second. Okay, questions कसले असले, how much height is it covering? So तुमका एक खबर आसपाक जाय, when anything is thrown on top, initial velocity will be given to your And second term which you will have is your -10 value. Acceleration due to gravity, you will 100% have it here. Anik ek value asal, if it is reaching the maximum height, then it is coming down. So here what you know, final velocity is 0. So how much time is taken and all those types of questions will be there. H formula use karta. Is that clear? Okay, ready first question. 27. A body is projected vertically upward with a speed of 50 meter per second. Find the maximum height reached. Can you give a try? Give. Thrown up. Up means किती घेतलो? No, -10, no? That one. Okay. Jita solve करो. Can you all try? 5 seconds. किती रे विचारला? Maximum height विचारले मरे. 10 you see actually if it is not given, no, तुमको किती सांगला college? 10. If otherwise it is 9.8. But actually this is wrong what they are telling you all to do, because finally MCQ it is strictly 10 and that is what it matters in future. तुमका career किती करपाक जाय, MCQs are for what? Competitive exams to set up your career. 9.8 घेऊन first पाचे असा. It is nonsense actually, but there are some colleges they clearly mention over there. Take GS 10 meter per second square. So you okay, take 9.8 and sadhya simplicity khati 10 घेता झाला गया. Because for you all right now it is how to solve is the matter, no? मागी calculation 9.8 घेऊन करपा जात नाही तुमच्यानी. Which formula you will use? What are the things you have? Initial velocity you have 50 meter per second. Acceleration due to gravity you have -10 meter per second square. Okay. आणि किती असा? Find the maximum height reached. Maximum height of what you know? Final velocity is 0. Distance you have to height. Height is nothing but distance. This is something you have to find. Solve it. कोणचं formula घेतली? Third one? Yes. Solve. It is u square. U squared, so 15 to 50. 125th answer. All are getting 125. Solve करपाक जाएगा. Is it okay? Anyone is having any doubts? Here, this side, your left solve. Musico meta. I'm not solving, since you are getting the answer. What is the second question? It's velocity at half the maximum height. What is your maximum height? This is your maximum height, right? कितले था? 125 meter. Now it is asking you, suppose this was your maximum height, 125. You have to find the velocity half the maximum height. Initial velocity you anyways know is 50 meter per second. Gravity, acceleration due to gravity is again -10. Half म्हणल्यार हांगा पावलो. तो कितलो distance जालो तो? 125 divided by 2. 125 divided by 2. करेक्ट. सो हांगा वेलोसिटी कितली असतली? सो यू नो डिस्टन्स, you know acceleration due to gravity, you know initial velocity, you have to find the final velocity. Which formula again? Time is not given, so parat होच येवचं पडलो. All these terms you know as पहिली find out करत कितल्यात. 62.5 it will be. Just check. How much? 62.5. Correct, no? Can you make it as 625? किती गरजे पडले? For 10 काढपाक पडलो. 1 decimal point when you shift, you have to divide by 10. Correct, no? So B square will be 50 into 50, 2 into 10 into 625 upon 10 जातले. 1 decimal point when you shift, you have to divide by 10. So 10 got cancelled. So you're left with 2500 minus 5 is 10, 5, 12, 1250. So B square will be, I think 1250, no? उनका B find out करपाक जाय. We will be what? Root of 'and you all have to try finding this. Root काढलो कितले येता? 25. 25 sure. Root 2. So root 2 is 25 root 2, you said 1.414. Multiply that and see. You should get approximately 35. $35.5. 35 point 35 सुद्धा बरेला जातं. So you are getting this answer. Go to question number 29. आता एक 40 try करा. Give a try. 29. First note down what are the things you have. Swizzle solve करून डाटा तो काव. असं तितलो knowledge असं पळय तुमची about this, apply that. An object is projected upward with a velocity of 100 meter per second. So what is the first thing that is given to you all? Initial velocity is 100 meter per second and it is projected upward. So what you know? G is minus 10 meter per second square. It will strike the ground in approximately what? So you have thrown it up from the ground. It is coming back to the ground. So in how much time it will reach back? 10 koşere. Pisto, Patermanlo, Pares, Parin footing this. It is not 10 seconds. 10? How you got 10? Kunja formula use kelo. Kunja formula use kelo. First one, how? V is equal to U plus GT. मैं किती पहले? U is 100, G is minus 10. V कितलो रे? V कितलो? असं तुका किती विचारला वयर पावता कितलो? वयर पावपाक कितलो टाइम लागता का विचारला? Read that question. No, असं अर्धकुटं क्वेश्चन वाचून कसं सॉल्व करता रे तू? What is asked? वयर वचून रिटर्न सकल येवपाक कितलो टाइम लागलो? So you can do it that way as well. So 10 plus 10 it will be, or else तुमच्या नानी तो होय method घेवपाक जाता. What are the things you have? Initial velocity 100 meter per second. G is minus 10 meter per second square. Magir, final velocity, it is touching the ground. Correct, no? Or displacement kitlo जातलो तोही सांगा. And take this one as well. But you have to use this thing. Displacement kitlo जातलो? You are thrown and the object is coming back over there. How much is the displacement? So how will formula use करपाक? Anyone? That also works, huh? Because whatever time is needed to go on top, same time will be needed to come down. Correct? So Angchan वयर वचपाक U is equal to 100 meter per second. V is equal to 0. So हो first formula use करून कितलो मेळटा? 10 seconds. आता तितलो time तेका return परत पावपाक लागतलो. So 10 plus 10 will be 20. Is that clear? Next one. 38. 38 is okay. Null vector define करपा लायक. 42. 42. Read the question. Read the question with the complete focus. A player throws a ball upward with initial velocity of 40 meter per second. So the first thing that you know is U is equal to 40 meter per second. What is the velocity and acceleration of the ball at the highest point of its motion? Lagli solve करपाक पहिली question वाचा किती तो. What is the velocity and acceleration of the ball at the highest point of its motion? Need to solve anything over here. What is the velocity at the highest point? 0. What is the acceleration at the highest point? Minus बरेना का तुम्ही, but how much it is? 10 or 9.8 meter per second square. But I mention किती करत? Acceleration always acts which side? Downward. So into bracket you write downward. Is that clear? So also question at don't go to solve anything. It is a direct question. Velocity will be at highest point, velocity will be 0. Acceleration will be G is equal to 10 meter per second square or 9.8 meter per second square. Into bracket you can write X downward. Read the next second part of it. And you all answer give the answer. What is the direction of acceleration during upward motion of the ball? When it is going upward, what do you think is the direction of acceleration? Is it going upward? Word circle with us an acceleration म्हणल्यार कोण इतली याद दवरात. And it is going up or down. Who is acceleration over here? G. Which side is your G? Always acting. Always G, gravity, acts towards the center of the earth. So it always acts downward. Whichever side you go, it always acts downward. Vakde hoita, slanting hoita, any side you might go. Acceleration due to gravity will always be acting downward. So even if your motion is upward, acceleration will be downward. Then solve the third one. At what height does the ball rise? Now you all have to solve this. Huh? What they have asked? At what height does the ball rise? Which term? Height. Distance विचारलं. Rise means what? Maximum height झाली. Solve it. I hope all are understanding this. त्याच्या खातीर हांव चड solve करपाक वचना. Okay, no? What is the answer? 80 meter. All are getting 80 meter. Formula दाखवपाक जाय. Others are getting what height does the ball rise? So which formula? This one? 0 is equal to initial velocity was how much? 40 into 40 plus 2 minus 10 into. Okay, so distance find out करपाचो. All have used this, right? Next one. 44. No, solve that first. Complete it. Read question number 44. A body is thrown up with a velocity of 84.3 meter per second. So initial velocity is 84.3. Find how high it will rise. So how high means what? Distance is asked. How high it will rise. So final velocity will be 0. Acceleration due to gravity will be minus 10. And how much time will it take to return to its point of projection? म्हणजे ज्या जाग्या वयल्यान वयर उडयला त्याच जाग्याचेर परत पावपाक तेका कितलो टाइम लागतलो. सो जितलो टाइम वयर वचपाक लागतलो तितलो टाइम सकयल येवपाक लागतलो. So first find out the distance to reach the maximum height. Hope these numericals are clear. May I answer? 84.2 अशे बरयले न्ही हांव बी तुगेलो पेपर करेक्ट करताले हांव डायरेक्ट 0 घालता आशिल्लें कित्याक म्हाका कांय समजना तुवें कितें बरयलें तें हांगा इक्वल टू सायन ना ती गेली मदीं हांगा कोण दुसरोच आयलो हय रे पूण तें कळटा तरी खंय कितें बरयलें तें ते मदीं टी आशिल्लो थंय बरयलो The teachers have so many papers to correct at a time. Huh? This will be minus, no? Minus 20. You all have got the distance? How much distance it is going to cover to reach the maximum height? What is the question? Same one, no? How much? How high it will rise and how much time will it take to return? How high it will rise? V is equal to 0, U is equal to 84.3 meter per second, G is equal to minus 10 meter per second square. And what else we have? Nothing, right? S you have to find out. How high, no? Yes. So V square is equal to U square plus 2G. 0 is equal to 84.3 into 84.3 minus 20S. So 20S is equal to, how much this comes to when you multiply? 7 So S is equal to 7 upon 20. कितले आता डिवाइड केलं 355 point meter. Now you have to find out from the place where you have thrown how much time it will take to reach back. Okay, so you can find out as the logic that you have applied previously. Find out the time taken to reach the maximum height. The same time will be taken to come back. So this plus this will give you the total time. So find out this first. Then add it. How much time you are getting? कितलो? हाँ, no. First T, how much you are getting? 8.43 meter. सगळ्यांक? Others, please solve and see. You are getting. Lisa meter 8.43. So then that T plus that T. So how much it comes to? 16.86 seconds. Write the unit. Is everyone getting 8.43 seconds to go to the maximum height? Others are still solving. Solve 8.43. So what will be the total time required for the object to come back? 8.43 plus 8.43 because the amount of time required to go up the same with the same time it comes down. So our total answer is 16.86. Go to question number 46. So they are finished. ते कोण solve करतात ते solve करा. खूप चांगले गो एक्झाम घेणं ते पोर्शन झालं पण किती अर्धे अर्धे आसा अजून युनिट्स आणि मेजरमेंट झालं होय जाऊ ना वेळ येवला बट आणि तुमकां पण टेस्ट कसले घेतलेले ते हाफ हाफ झालं तेजेच
Weekly tests every Thursday. Take part here, physics, chemistry, maths, sciences.
तशेंच हा तुवें बायो घेऊ ना डोंट लाइक बाय हार्टिंग बाय हार्ट करते आवडना A player throws a ball upward with an initial speed of 29.4 meter per second. So one thing you know, initial speed, it is going upward. So G, you know. What is the direction of acceleration during the upward motion of the ball? Direct answer. It is downward. Magir, second question. What are the velocity and acceleration of the ball at the highest point of motion? Velocity is 0. Acceleration is how much it is विचारलं. Velocity is 0. Acceleration is minus घालणं का सध्या. Just put it as 10 or 9.8 meter per second square into bracket right downward. Minus sign ती तुम्ही फक्त numerical घालपाचे. How long the ball takes to return to the player's hands? परत किती करतली t plus t. Maximum height, same time will be taken to come down. Verbally सांगता thinking that you all have understood. If no, then tell me. I will do it on the board. Is it okay with everyone? तरी आवाज येऊ ना. Yes. Understood, no? 2 point. That will be one side. One side. 2.94 will be one side plus 2.94. जनरल सगळी करतलो आणि असली सिली मिस्टेक्स करून मार्क्स लूज करतलो पळय चांगलं ते पळयात तुम्ही मी हांगा मातशे मिस्टेक जाली म्हणटलो मागीर मेळटा व्हॉट इज द फायनल आन्सर 5.88 seconds. Others solve. Begin complete करत. Acting be best पण मारतात मारत एक्झामीक बी मारशात अशी करून एक्झाम बरोबर एश पण मारतात ते डन and we proceed. झाले question number 48. A ball is thrown horizontally. Now this is something. What do you mean by horizontally? Vertically means I'm throwing something like this. अशे with also येऊन सकल पडतल. What do you mean by horizontally? Now there are two things over here. You can get a question saying a ball is thrown and a ball is dropped. A ball is thrown and a ball is dropped. Thrown means you will throw it with certain velocity. Dropped means initial velocity will be 0. You're not throwing it, no, not applying any force there. You're just dropping it. Okay. Ata horizontally, this is one thing. Thrown and drop, that is clear, right? Thrown means you will throw it with certain velocity. Dropped means initial velocity will be 0. एक याद दो रहा. Now it is said that a ball is thrown horizontally. Ball is thrown horizontally. आता म्हाका सांगात असो वडयता आसतना projectile motion you all have seen, right? Slanting असता तेन्ना त्याचे दोन vectors येतात. So when you are throwing it like this, what will be present with respect to the velocity? Is it a slanting vector? Also वडोवप म्हणल्यार velocity slanting जाता. Slanting केन्ना जाता? And it is thrown like this so that you get the two components of it. Now you are throwing like this. So खंयची velocity येतली? Which component will come? Only horizontal component, ux. Correct, no? Is there uy present? Ui will be how much? Kitlo? 0. See, try to understand this. Projectile motion on तुम्ही अशी वडयता. So तो x motion आणू वयता, y motion आणू वयता. So x ची कितीतरी velocity असतली आणि y ची कितीतरी velocity असतली. Correct? So then you divide. This is your projection angle. Then ux is u cos theta. This is u sin theta. Now you are on the top of the building, say, and you are throwing something like. So this is the only velocity present now, horizontal velocity. Is it thrown? अशें बी उडोवपाक शकता आता. की भरपूर cases आसा तेज्यो अशें उडोवपाक शकता from the top of the building. There are many cases. So ते सगळे करपाक वचत, it will take like 2-3 classes. So let us focus like question paper and कसली question येता त्या प्रमाणे आम्ही या. I'll tell you this case also. So here which is the velocity present? Only horizontal. So हांगा uy कितलो जातलो? There is only one velocity present, ux. And you know this is also projectile motion only, no? It is coming down. So हांगा सगळे कडेन ux सदांच किती उरतलो? Constant उरपाक. What will happen to uy? हांगा तो 0 आशिलो. But हांगा किती जाता? हांगा किती जाता? Will it be 0 anymore? This is going vertically down, no? So negative जावचे पडली. Velocity, okay? So it will keep on 0 आशिली किती जातली? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 आणि मागीर परत ग्राउंडार येतरी 0. Just before hitting the ground, your final velocity will be 9. How 0? After hitting the ground, it will be 0. Just before hitting the ground, final velocity will be 9. Are you getting the point? Hanga also where was no object. So initial y component is not there. Neither it is going slanting. It is directly going like this. So तुझो फक्त कोणतो component असतलो? X component. Initial y component is 0. Now as the object comes down, you already know in projectile motion X component remains constant. Hanga 5 meter per second asa, 5, 5, 5, 5, it will remain constant. It is not going to change. But what will happen to y component? Hanga 0 asa to. But hanga, because hanga you have only one side, see. But hanga paut taso to सकल वचपाक लागता, सकल वचपाक लागता. So as it starts going down, what will happen to the velocity? Y component, it will keep on increasing, but negative sign. Why negative sign? Downward. Okay. So upward geta downward negative as well. So it will keep on going down, and just before hitting the ground, velocity kitli asteli maximum. But hit zale ki everyone knows it is coming to rest. It will be 0. Okay. Ata anik ek hobishto sangta tumka. Hangchan you throw something and it is coming down. Okay. Ata kiti karteli? How are the things you are going to consider? How suppose 30 meter per second or say 5 meter per second. This is the maximum height. Anga v kitlo zatlo? 0. Okay. Tell me what will happen here. Anga pautumle velocity kitli जावपाक. Suppose तुमको विचारले how much is the time taken for the object to reach down at the ground. तुम्ही किती करतली? How much is the time taken for the object to reach down at the ground? Pहिले हांगच्यान हांगा find out करतली, मागीर हांगच्यान हांगा, then हांगच्यान हांगा. Is that so? करतली काय कितें करतली? Just tell me, you throw some object, त्याच सरफेसाचेर, त्याच बेजाचेर पावपाक ताका तेजी वेलोसिटी किती जाता? प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशनान सांगला. If I had thrown it with pi, how much is the velocity? Pi is no. तुम्ही किती find out करपा जाय? Find out pi. Getting the point? So there are many cases, concepts suppose समजत न्ही, पहिला things will be simple. You can throw it anyhow. So this part is clear. Your question is with respect to this. Read the question, 48. A ball is thrown horizontally and at the same time another ball is dropped from the top of the tower with same velocity. A ball is thrown and दूसरे timer at the same time you are dropping a ball but velocity is same. Suppose हांगा throw करता आसतना ती velocity लागता, जाल्यार drop करता आसतना तो सकयल पडटा आसतना तेजी velocity same आसा. So it is asking you, will both the ball hit the ground with the same velocity or with different velocity? Question understand Zalo? I'm throwing something, throwing. I told you throwing and dropping. What is the difference? Throwing means I'll be throwing it with certain velocity. And if it is nothing is mentioned, dropping means initial velocity is 0. But here what they have said, throwing and dropping both had same initial velocity. Same initial velocity. Okay. Now my question is, jenna to hit जातलो on the ground, okay, just before hitting the ground it is asking you what will be the velocity. दोघांची same उरतली काय change different असतली? Throwing and dropping. Same? Think and answer. One I'm throwing like this, here I'm throwing like this, and one I'm dropping like this. Huh? परत सांगता. One I'm throwing like this and one I'm dropping like this. Throwing like this, dropping like this. But forget about all this concept. Logic apply करून सांगा. जेन्ना तू throw करता तेन्ना तो object hit जाता आसतना चड velocity hit जातलो काय जेन्ना तो drop करता तो hit जाता आसतना चड velocity hit जातलो. तुमचेर सपोज कोणे स्टोन मारलो, थ्रो केला चड लागतलो काय ड्रॉप केला चड लागतलो? डेफिनेटली थ्रो केला बिकॉज फोर्स इज इन्वॉल्व नो, करेक्ट नो? हा, सो आम्ही हांगा फोर्स कन्सेप्ट उलोवचे ना. एक्चुअली इट कम्स विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू फोर्स ऑल्सो. सो आन्सर इज वॉट? वन्स when the one which is thrown with horizontal velocity will hit the ground with higher velocity. आता concept खंयचो लागतलो हांगा? Why? That is not asked, that is asked. They have just asked, no? Which one? No, what they have asked? Will both the balls hit the ground with the same velocity? Explain म्हणला ना. Okay, but you all need to know. When you drop, which is the only velocity present? Which is the only velocity present? Initial. म्हणजे कोणती? Components you tell me. Uy. There's only one velocity present, uy. Correct? When you are throwing horizontally, कितले components येतले? दोन येतले, एक x येतलो आणि एक y येतलो. So x component add up जाता तितून. Yes or no? So velocity वाढची पडली when it is hitting the ground. हे suppose याद उरना, दुसरे कितें याद दवरा? आमचेर कोणे फातर मारलो जाल्यार कितें जातलो? फोर्सान कितें जातले? फोर्सान मारलो जाल्यार चड लागतलो, ड्रॉप केल्यार आमकां चड लागचो. Try to remember this way because they have not asked you about the what? Same height. Huh? Same height. Yeah, from same place they have said. Okay. So second thing, so first answer is what? The one which is thrown horizontally will hit the ground with more velocity. Second question. Will both the balls reach the ground at the same time or different time? Different? Think and tell. Formulas asat. Asat nahi? No. I dropped it. Based on the formula, you have to answer. Udon paita. But how you know that both your velocities of this hand and this hand will be same? Precisionan वडयता जाल्यार कळटलें आन्सर. आता एकमेकाचे मारशात. Tell me. Initial velocity is same. Acceleration due to gravity will be same.
Yes.
Distance covered will be same. Yes or no? Why no? Why no? You are throwing from the same height, no? Height of building च्या वयल्यानच्यान वडयता. You are not throwing up and then down. Correct, no? खंयच्यान सुद्धा वडयला again it is coming to that level and coming back, right? Time taken will change in that case, but you are throwing from the same place. So ashe वडय or ashe वडय, will it not be same? It is covering same height. Initial velocity is same. Acceleration due to gravity is same. What do you think will happen to the time? Time उसे चलने दो. Yes. Same time का different time? Same time, no? So initial velocity different आशिल्ली जाल्यार it would have been different. Understood? V is what is that? Distance साचो formula घेऊन तो यार. Ut plus half at square. All other terms are same, no? So T will be same. So these are like ones you have to know. आता एक फावटी कळ्ळें की answer is same. That's बरोबर. Next one. A ball is thrown upward with a velocity of 30 meter per second. 54. Okay, तुम्ही answer करा. I think same question it is repeated again. What is the direction of acceleration during the upward motion of the ball? Very good. What is the velocity and acceleration of the ball at the highest point of its motion? Velocity is, acceleration is 10 meter per second square or 9.8 meter per second square into bracket down. झालो तितलोच असतो क्वेश्चन. कोणचो 58 48 58 केला मरे आम्ही पहिले. हय मागीर सांग किती डाउट आसा. Two straight lines drawn on the same xt graph makes angle 30. I think I solved this here, no? Corona Shilo. Angles 30 and 60 degree with time axis. Which line represent greater velocity? Justify your answer. Not solved? Huh? किती? Okay. Corona झाला सांगा. So xt graph it is. There are two lines. One is making 30 degree, another one is making 60 degree with the time axis. Lines are named drawn on the same axis. A and B now dita udanka. Which line represents greater velocity? Velocity is what? Formula. Displacement upon time. So A, this is your displacement upon time. Correct, no? So त्याचो slope चढ आसतलो or xt graphaचो slope other way around you take. xt graphaचो slope gives you what? Velocity, no? Slope means what? Angle. So जितलो व्हडलो angle आसतलो तितलो चढ slope आसतलो. So 60 is greater than 30. So A will have higher slope. So A will have higher velocity. Correct. जस्टिफाय युअर आन्सर म्हणला 10 थीटा काढून दाखवूयात 1060 this gives you slope no this is equal to slope of A and 1030 is slope of B so 1060 is greater than 1030 so slope of A will be or A will have more velocity than B. Read question number 63. And now this is something very complicated question. Read it once. Read it once. You tell me what you understand from it. Kaita, a rocket is fired vertically from the ground with a resultant vertical acceleration of 10 meter per second square. The fall is finished. Sorry, fuel cannot fall. The fuel is finished in 1 minute and it continues to move up. What is the maximum height reached? Little bit of tricky question, but not difficult. You all will tell me what is happening here. Sangat. A rocket is fired vertically from the ground. Sangchan where with a rocket. Okay. Everyone pay attention first. With a resultant vertical acceleration of 10 meter per second square. What is this? Correct Varela mein. Read it again. A rocket is fired vertically. Now, is this acceleration your acceleration due to gravity? That you have to understand first. When a car moves, now it is moving horizontally. When your car is moving, what it is moving with what? Acceleration. The acceleration can't generate karta based on your speed. So this is also a rocket, no? So we be ek engine chalta. So it is creating its own acceleration. So it is fired with this acceleration. So what is this acceleration? Is it acceleration due to gravity? No, this is the acceleration of that rocket, which is given again as 10 meter per second square. I तुमका फक्त confuse करपाक दिला. Same value. Okay. So with this, it is going up. So don't take, now this acceleration is not acting downward like your acceleration due to gravity. Why you take it as minus sign? G आम्ही negative कित्याक घेतात? Negative value कित्याक घेतात? Because acceleration due to gravity is actually acting downward. Correct, no? So to upward वयता, against it वयता, that is why you take it as negative. Can you take this one as negative? No. This is the acceleration generated because of its motion. And how is the motion going? Upward. Increase the speed upward. So definitely acceleration also have to be positive. Yes or no? वयर वयता आसतना suppose decrease जाताली speed. जाल्यार acceleration किती आसताशिले? Negative. Deceleration जाताशिलो. Reducing the speed means. Correct, no? Are you all listening? So this is the acceleration produced by the engine because its velocity is increasing. Understood? At the next further. The rocket is fired vertically from the ground with a resultant vertical acceleration of 10 meter per second square. The fuel is finished in 1 minute. So hanga say for example, hanga पावता म्हणल्यार fuel किती झाले? Finish झाले. कितले टाइमान finish झाले? 1 minute and finish झाले. So fuel finish जाले की हो acceleration काबार जावपाक जाय. Because this is based on its engine, no? So हो acceleration हांगा म्हणल्यार उरतलो, then it is over. Okay? Read the next part, further part. Someone is there outside? Yes. And it continues to move up. What is the maximum height reached? Ata still it is going up. Although its fuel is over. Maybe the gravity khatir, I mean not gravity basically, but the forceacha khatir, it must be going up. Okay? So hanga kaitari to maximum height reach zatlo. So here you are getting two parts now. This is one part, this is one part. Hanga acceleration due to gravity kiti asteli? Minus 10 meter per second square. So I'll mark it as A, B and C for you all to understand. पहिली hanga jata, whatever is happening over here. And then hanga kiti kiti dil tumka time dila and acceleration dil. You have to find how much is the maximum height reach or total distance tumka find out करपाक. Or total distance find out करपाक जे जाल्यार आमकां किती find out करचे पडले S1 and S2 from A to B and B to C. Both when you add up you will get S. Now you tell me how you will get S1. Koncha formula use करतली based on the things that you have. V is equal to U plus AT. No, but what is U and what is V? What is U and what is V? That you have to tell me first. Sanga. आणि V तुमका विचारली बी ना, तुमका विचारला S. So you have to use the formula with S and having T. So which is the only formula left? S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Correct? Okay. S find out करतली S1. मागीर मुखार कोण येता? U. Initial velocity. Rocket पहिली किती आशिल्ले? Is it given to you all? पण तरी ते किती असतले? पहिली सांगू खंयच्या आतां मूव जाय ते ना ते. It will be at rest and then it is fired. So initial velocity will be how much? 0. Time is given to you all. Half AT square again. Values you know. Find out S1. I hope you all are understanding this. Yes? One minute dila, one galtali. Minute is SI unit. 60 seconds. One millimeter. This will be 0, 10 into 60 into 60. $18,000 meter, so which you can write as 18 kilometer also. So she should only have a problem. Okay, meter dorpak jata because you use this equation only. Yes. Now you got S1. आता S2 find out करतले जाल्यार what are the things we need? आता आम्ही मदी आसा. It is in between. What are the things we have? I have only G is equal to minus 10. Everyone pay attention here. S you are finding out. Nothing else is given to me. So I have the formulas that I'll write down over here. AT, namagir, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. And V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Okay. Konja formula use करचो पडलो. हांगा time काय दिल्लो ना, this part. So definitely this two will not work. So उरलो हो. आता हितूंतले माझे कडेन कोण कोण आसा? A I have. S is something I'm finding out. V I have. V, final velocity. How much is final velocity? Angcha nanga, object, maximum height. Now there are two unknown terms, U and S. What will be U? This is for the second part. This is will be your U, right? Initial velocity from year to year. Final velocity is 0. हो जाय आमकां मेळपाक शकता कसो मेळटलो हे ह्या पार्टाचो this one's final velocity will it not act as initial velocity for the second part? This one's final velocity will act as initial velocity for the second one. Correct, no? So has a final velocity find out for us. That will be initial velocity for the second one. Have you all understood it? So V find out for us. Here, V, which is equal to U. So to which formula you will use? First one, U0, A is 10, T is 60 seconds. You'll get V from that. Now once you get V, that V will be U and substitute it over here and get the answer for the second one. G minus 10 घेवपाक जाय. Just come back. What is the answer? Is it 18 at the 18 what? No, V you are getting as how much? 600, right?
Yes.
So this 600 will act as the initial velocity. Again, you have to put in the same formula. So how much you are getting? This one, S2S, again 18,000. 18,000, no? And now add both. Not getting? So total distance covered will be how much? Okay, next one. 64. A ball is thrown vertically upward with a velocity u. So initial velocity is what? Upward hoita, so plus u jatlo to. Okay, you here because both velocities are given, then you have to take that plus minus. Okay. From the top of the tower, if it strikes the ground with velocity 3u, so final velocity kitli jatli? Initial velocity is plus u because it is going upward, positive y-axis. So final velocity will be how much? Minus 3u. Why? Because it is going along negative y-axis. The time taken by the ball to reach the ground is how much? Acceleration will be how much over here? Ball going upward. Minus j, no? Yes or no? Your options are given in terms of u and g. To solve it. Which formula you will use? First one. V is equal to u plus at. Put it with the signs. What is the answer? 4u by g. You have to solve it with signs, huh? Because both the velocities are given. Class 3 problems from this. Then next class, we are solving the questions from your third chapter question bank. All are getting 4u by g? मेळना जाल्यार सांगात, I'll solve it. V is equal to u plus gt. V is how much? Minus 3u. U is u minus gt. So minus 3u minus u is equal to minus gt. So minus 4u is equal to minus gt. So t will be 4u upon. Okay, this is an MCQ again. A person sitting in an open car moving at a constant velocity throws a ball vertically into the air. The ball falls exactly in the hand of the thrower, outside the car, in the car ahead of the person, in the car behind the person. What do you think will happen? One catch over there is the car is moving with constant velocity. What do you think will happen? It is not going fast. Same velocity चे move जाता. You throw something, will it come in your hand? Yes or no? Definitely yes, no? Fast move झाला किती जाता slow? It will cover the same distance, no? Ball is also in the car itself. So both are covering the same distance. So it will fall exactly back into the thrower. आणि तीन उरल्या तर करूया का नेक्स्ट क्लासाक करूया? हा झाले तीनच उरल्या क्वेश्चन. Two bodies are thrown up at angles of 45 degree and 60 degree respectively with the horizontal. So this is exactly your projectile motion. If both bodies attain same velocity, same vertical height, then the ratio of velocities with which these are thrown is what? Two bodies are thrown with angle 45 and 60 degree. आता हांगा what is the catch given to you? When they are thrown, दोघांची height जी covered जाता h1 h2 both are equal. So h1 is equal to h2. What is the formula for h height? Maximum height, projectile motion. U square sin square theta upon 2g. So u1 now this will be u2 square sin square theta upon 2g. Correct? Hanga theta kitla etlo 45 and 60, no? And this will be 60. Yes? I think initial velocity, what did I ask there? Then the ratio of velocities which they are thrown. So u1 by u2 you have to find out. So 2g got cancelled out. So u1 upon u2 sin square 60 upon sin square 45. कितला येता आन्सर? Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. I know what mistake you must have done. What is the answer? My C म्हण my D म्हण एक कोणतं तरी करेक्ट असतलच. What is the answer? U1 upon U2 is sin 60 upon sin 45. Yes or no? Sin 60 is how much? Root 3 by 2. Sin 45 is how much? U1 upon U2 you are finding out, no? U1 upon U2. This will be sin square 60 upon sin square 45. आता square सगळ्याकडे square root काढत. So square is gone. So what you will get? Root 3 upon 2 upon sin 45. So that root 2 will come on top. So 2 I can write as root 2 into root 2. So what is the answer? Root 3 upon root 2. Option D. Option C, sorry. Last one will do. That I will continue with the next one. At what angle to the horizontal should a body be projected so that the maximum height reached is equal to horizontal range? Projected. So okay, this I have to solve. Okay. These two will do next. 69 and last one will do next. So next class, get your third chapter notes. So we'll start with those questions. Friday is the test.